So the riders are back in action for stage 10 of the Tour de France today. It was a 148-kilometer hilly stage. Yesterday was the rest day and all the riders were tested for COVID, and though they all returned negative results, there were 2 riders who tested positive this morning and did not take to the start. In addition, 2 riders didn't start due to injuries. As has become the trend in this year's tour, the break took quite a while to form, about 50 kilometers, but when it did, there were 25 riders who were off the front for most of the day. With about 40 kilometers to go, Bettiol attacks the break and opens up about a 30-second gap, but then he runs into a protest. There was a small group of protesters who were sitting in the road trying to raise awareness for environmental concerns. Due to them blocking the road, the race had to be momentarily stopped so that the protesters could be removed. When the race restarted, the original gaps were restored. As the riders struggled to refine the rhythm that they had before the stop, the break was ultimately able to rejoin Bettiol, and then they stayed together for a little while, but then inevitably the cat and mouse began, particularly once Kemna realized that he was within striking distance of the yellow jersey because the gap had opened to over 9 minutes. By 5 kilometers to go, Luis Leon Sanchez was off the front, and that's going to shred the remaining breakaway. It gets down to a sprint finish, and it was very, very close, but Magnus Cort, after holding the KOM jersey for so long, was able to take his stage victory as well. All eyes were then on the clock to see if Kemna would take yellow, but he did not. He missed it very narrowly, but he did move to second. He's only about 11 seconds behind Pogačar, who still holds on to his jersey. Tomorrow, the riders will head into the bigger mountains with a 152-kilometer route that includes both the Telegraph and the Galibier. So we should see some shakeup within the top 10 probably. It'll be interesting to see what happens.